Welcome to another video. Today's video is my luxury scarf collection. So I have scarves from Louis Vuitton, from Dior, from Hermes and Alexander McQueen. I don't have any Fendi, Gucci, I don't really know why. But anyway, they're the brands that I have. So let's get cracking. So the first scarf that I was going to say purchased, but I ever received from Louis Vuitton was this one. And this is I think it's classed as a monogram shawl. It's not the shine shawl, although it is coming up slightly shinier on screen. And this is in the chocolate brown. It's huge. It won't fit on the screen. I think these are 120 by 120. I'll put it on the screen. There you go, it's absolutely huge. So we all know the story that my wonderful husband surprised me with my first Louis Vuitton bag, which was the Montesaurus backpack. If you haven't seen my Louis Vuitton bag collection video, I'll stick it up here because that tells the story. I was very disappointed to receive that bag because I really wanted an Alma and I'm really not a backpack lover. Anyway, fast forward a little bit of time and he surprised me with this. And this was to go with the monogram bag. And I'm such a bad person. I really am a bad person. Now again, I was so disappointed because it was brown. And I am a neutrals lover. I'm a neutrals girl through and through. But I wear a lot of black, a lot of grey, a lot of navy. And for me, I didn't really know how to style brown. And I know the thought behind this from my husband was it goes perfectly with the monogram bag. So I completely understand it. But I was really disappointed and thought, how am I going to wear this? I don't really like black and brown, although I'm getting over that a little bit. And yeah, over time, I have learned to absolutely love this scarf. And I do think with a white shirt and jeans with this and monogram bag is absolutely beautiful. But my initial reaction was, how do I style it? But of course I never told him I was disappointed because I just couldn't. So bless him, this was another sort of fail for Andrew, but then it became a huge love. So, and it started my, I suppose, infatuation with Louis Vuitton scarves. So yeah, I've used this, I'll do cutaways, but I've used this as just a really big scarf. I've used it as a wrap. It's just beautiful. So that was the first one. So I loved that one so much, I decided I needed it in a different colour. So which colour did I go for? Just have a guess. You might be slightly surprised. Grey. So, and I actually went for this is the Shine monogram shawl. So it's got more of a sheen to it, and my goodness me, I have worn this so much. It's exactly the same size as the other one. Again, I will put some cutaways so you can see what it looks like, but it's absolutely, the sheen on it, they're just beautiful. And again, I've worn this so much just as a wrap round scarf, as a shawl. I've used this for events. It's very you can really dress this up. So it's really nice for events, like with a really nice dress, and this is a wrap. Yeah, goes with most things that I own, being black, grey, navy. This, oh, still love it. I've had this for years and years and years and years, and I still love it. So that's number 2. So I love those two so much, I had to go back for a third. Just many years later. Of course I went for the black. So you can see here how it's a lot more understated. It's more like the brown one, where the LVs, you can just catch them in the light a little bit. And I really like that. I've used this again for, black goes with everything, doesn't it? I mean, just for events, it's just beautiful. So yeah, all 3 of those monogram shawls have served me so well. They pluck and pill, and you have to be careful with them. You can snag them quite easily. But for me, Louis Vuitton, I love them. The next Louis Vuitton one is a little bit of a strange one for me because it's pink. is pink. I don't own anything pink. I've got one jumper that's got some pink writing on it, and I've got this, and I think that's the only thing in my entire wardrobe collection, whether it's bags, SLGs, accessories, scarves, clothing. I literally am not a pink lover. But this one, I think this was this the Tahiti collection? So it is the Damier Azure, and I said in my Louis Vuitton bag collection video that I'm really lusting after Damier Azure in a bag, and I never bought one. And yeah, I sort of feel like I need one in my life. But I did buy this a few years ago, and I just liked, I don't know, it just, I saw it, it was literally hanging on a rail in Louis Vuitton. I think it was in Manchester, in Selfridges. And I just straight away was like, oh, I love it. I've probably not worn it as much as I should, because again, I struggle to know how to style colours like this. It's so pale and summery, and I wear black all the time. But even with black, I think it does look nice. This is a slightly different shape. You can see, again, I'll do cutaways, but this is more of a long, it's not a square scarf, so it's very long, not quite as wide. I use this more as a sarong on holiday. No, it's a beautiful one, isn't it? But I took it on holiday thinking, actually, if you want something in the evening just to put around your shoulders if it gets slightly cooler, this could be a nice option, maybe with a white dress or something like that. Not that I wear white dresses, I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyway, I took this with me on holiday for that purpose, and then actually thought, do you know what, it's actually a really nice sarong. So you can make it into a really nice outfit. So, but I love it. So that's another one. Okay, and then I've got this one, and this was actually a present. You just see it's a beautiful chiffon. So again, it's in the brown, it's in the monogram, and it's a longer and thin scarf, and then it's got a little bit of the leopard print, and then back to the monogram, just to sort of wrap round. It's nice to really make this into a beautiful bow. I don't know if I've done that okay, but so straight away it's changed my outfit. And my final Louis Vuitton scarf is this one. And again, I've just said I don't have anything pink and I forgot about this one. So this is my only other pink one, and I think this was called the Trunk collection. Or the Trunk. Do they call them Twillies? Don't think they call them Twillies at Louis Vuitton. I think the Bandeaus. Anyway, this is just plain pink on the back. I find that the Bandeaus in Louis Vuitton are actually quite a big, long size. So I find these very difficult to use on your bags. I don't really do that with Twillys anyway. I sort of tried it and it really wasn't for me. So yeah, in a way it was better for me that this was a bit bigger, because I think again I'll do cutaways, but again, just as a little scarf around your neck, and you can get the bow to work really well, and you can get that little bit of contrast of pink here. And I think that looks really nice. That can really dress up an outfit. And again, I've worn this in my hair as well. It's beautiful quality. I have to say the silk feels beautiful. Okay, so I only have two scarves from Dior, and they're both sort of similar but different. So the first one is this one. And this is again, it's very hard to try and fit it into the screen, but this is I think this is classed as the Toile de Joie. No idea how to say that. Yeah, I actually went to buy, I think this is the 90 by 90, so this is the square. If it comes onto screen or not. So I'm pretty sure this is a 90 by 90, and I found it very difficult to know how to style something. You know, I like the big slouchy, wrap it round you 3 times type of scarves that are I really wanted the bigger version of this and they didn't have it in stock, so I bought this. And again, you know, maybe you should just wait for the one that you actually want. However, I have used this quite a lot, and actually how I tend to wear this one is I tend to wear it like this, and then I'll do some cutaways, but I tend to have this, and I actually use my husband's ring. He's got a signet ring from years ago that I bought him for his, I think it was for his 21st birthday many moons ago, and he doesn't wear the signet ring anymore, but I use it as my scarf ring. So again, I'll show you that. But yeah, I'll do this properly in a cutaway, but it looks absolutely beautiful. So again, I think it's really nice if you've got an open neck shirt and you've got this, and yeah, just hold it with a scarf ring, because I think when you try to tie these, it looks okay, but I find it a little bit more cumbersome. Anyway, it's beautiful, isn't it? Actually, it looks really nice. Yeah, the next scarf has a little bit of a story behind it, quite an embarrassing story behind it. So I was invited to an event in Manchester in Selfridges in Dior by the beautiful, wonderful Susie. So I was just so embarrassed even telling anybody. So I was super nervous, went in, I was there on my own, never been to anything like that before, never met anybody before. Oh yeah, super nervous. Sat down, Susie offered me some champagne. No, thank you so much, I'm driving. I'll get you some orange juice. Perfect, thank you so much. She sits me down, gets me my drink. A lady comes over and's chatting. I'm super nervous, so I'm waffling and gesticulating because that's what I do when I'm nervous. And before I knew it, I did that, and the orange juice went flying, and I mean flying, off the coffee table, smashed onto the floor. Orange juice, cream carpet, beautiful boucle chair next to me. Oh my dear. I was, you know, those moments when you just want the world, I don't know, to swallow you up. It was just the most embarrassing, pretty much the most embarrassing moment of my life. And I thought, I'm never going to get invited back to here. And Susie was so wonderful. She really was. The worst thing, I mean, I'll pay for the carpet being cleaned. And she was like, don't be silly, it's all fine. But the worst thing was, on the coffee table was a beautiful Dior coffee table book, you know, that's got the fabric cover. Yeah, straight over the coffee table book. Mortified. So I'm saying, I'm going to buy the book. This lady, I'm not going to name names, and it wasn't Emma. There was a lady who was in front of me when it all happened, and she screamed, "Save the book! Save the book!" Oh, anyway, it's just, I need to move on because it's just awful memories. Oh, needless to say, I ended up buying a couple of bits, not because I bought the bits because I wanted to buy them, but this reminds me of that event. And Susie, if you are watching this, you were so sweet and put me at a complete ease and sorted it, didn't need to worry about it. But yeah, I'm so sorry, just awful. Anyway, back to the scarves. So I bought this one, and this is the denim. I think it's classed as a denim, but it's the blue oblique. So it looks slightly grey on camera, but it's actually the blue oblique. Oh my goodness, this is my favourite scarf of all. Even though I love all the Louis Vuitton ones, I absolutely love them. Oh my goodness, this one, it just is stunning. So again, this is the big square. Washed out denim-y look of this is just beautiful, and I want one of these in the full blue oblique now. I just do. I just love them. And these are really, I think these are really expensive. And I was shocked how much these were. I'm sure it was 500 and something. And I thought at the time, oh, that's such a lot. But I thought it was really beautiful and I have not regretted it. And I definitely want another one of these. I would wear this so much, well, I have worn this so much more than the silk one, for example. Yeah, I find I can style this really well. I think even with black, the contrast is beautiful. With my blue Onk Birkin 30, this looks absolutely beautiful. With the navy, it's sort of like a bluey indigo colour. And yeah, I can't rave about this one enough. Yeah, styling it with so many different things. So that's Dior. Onto Hermes. Yes, I haven't invested in one of the larger silk square, you know, the really, really large scarves, but I really want one, but I just haven't looked properly, and they're super expensive, so I need to get it right. So I do love them, the quality, the colours, everything. So the only thing that I have in my collection that's anything like those is the Twillys. So these are the 3 that I have. I wonder if you can work out which one is my favourite and most used. Yep, this one. So I was very lucky to be able to find a neutral one because they are all colourful and everybody wants colour, and I understand these are beautiful, aren't they? But yeah, I've used this one more. I just find it easier. I just find it easier to style, but yeah, they're quite nice. Just a little tie. I think the Hermes Twillys are, yeah, they're a lot smaller than the Louis Vuitton Bandeaus. So yeah, you can see there. Sometimes I find them a little bit difficult. I think I've got a little like scarf ring that I can use just to keep it here. I just think they're lovely. But you can't do, they're too small to like do a bow, so you just have to do a thing. But anyway, they're lovely. Don't wear them as much as I should. Don't use them as much as I should. But I'm glad I've got them. And if I want a pop of colour, I've got these ones. So that's the Twillys. So because I gravitate to the more cashmere, big oversized scarves, I was looking for something like that in Hermes. I just wanted that touch of Hermes, but so I wasn't really wanting a silk one. And I found this. So this is absolutely beautiful cashmere. I think it's cashmere and silk. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's 70% cashmere, 30% silk. And the feel of this is unbelievable. So I don't know if you can see there, I'll hold it up. It's a grey, of course, grey undertone, and it's got, I don't know if it's coming up on here, but it's got the orange, just a little bit of orange pattern that comes through with the H's, but it's very subtle. You can see it goes into a bigger pattern and then a smaller pattern. So this reverse of the orange then with the grey. So yes, you can wear this either way. So you can have it so it's more orange. You can have it so that it's obviously more grey with a little bit of orange poking through. It's just beautiful. Again, this isn't a square, this is a long thinner scarf. So I searched high and low for something like this in Hermes. Where did I find it? In the men's section. So that was interesting when I saw the videos that Meredith, Connor and Nick did about fashion, accessories, etc. shouldn't have any gender. And it's so true. It's so crazy that this is classed as a man's. Anybody, everybody can wear this. And because I was searching for all the different options, I was looking online, I was looking in store, and then I just thought, oh, have a look in the men's. And this is more my taste than a lot of the women's. So yeah, don't forget to look in the men's section, because yeah, a scarf's a scarf, isn't it? But yeah, if you were searching online for this, this would be under men's accessories. It's not under women's at all. You just can't find it. So there you go. But I absolutely adore this. The quality of this is just unbelievable. And I've taken this on holiday before. You know, when you're on the plane and you can just get, you know, quite cold on the plane and you just want to snuggle with something, you know, if you've got an overnight, like a long haul trip or something. This is just lovely. So I often travel with this. So yeah, that is my Hermes collection. Okay, so one scarf from Alexander McQueen. I'm sure you'll know which one. How many of us bought these? And of course I went for black because of course I will. And I still absolutely love this. There were so many fakes of these going around, weren't there? Yeah, which put me off slightly, but you can just see all the skulls. Yeah, I've just found this a really beautiful scarf. Again, I've just wrapped this round and tie it. Or sometimes I've just left it like loose and just beautiful. Thought I'd mention that one. This is my Acne Studios, and this is 100% wool scarf, and it's just, yeah, got the tassels. Again, the size of this is, it's just like a long, not coming up on screen. Yeah, it's just a beautiful wool scarf. Very, very soft, very comfortable. And yeah, use this a lot. So yeah, on those days where you're going walking and you want a nice snuggly scarf, of course I went for a neutral. This is, yeah, nice neutral colour. That's the end of my scarf collection. I'd love it if you comment below and say which one you like the best. We could also, there's also, I've got one more honourable mention, which is the blanket behind me. Now, this is a Christian Dior. I don't know if you can see this. This is a Christian Dior, and this is the blanket. I suppose you could wear this as a really big shawl or cape, but for me it is a blanket. It's very thick, and I'd feel this is too bulky even to belt it. It feels like a blanket to me, but yeah, it is beautiful. They do a proper shawl, which is very, very similar to this, but it's just slightly thinner. And really, that's the one I really would like. But yeah, so I thought I'd mention this while it's on the back of my chair, but I don't really class this as a scarf or a shawl. So yeah, that's the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another one.